Yes, guys. Whoa, cat. Is it you that's been crapping in my garden, eh? Oi. Where's he gone? There's been a cat pooing in my garden. And it's one of them, like, you feel bad, like, scaring them. But then I don't want her in my garden either. So, sock check. We've got Gengar. These are on the way out, sadly, because they've got a few holes in. But I'm just going to do a few jobs in the garden, just sort of show you what I'm doing. Hopefully you enjoy it. So first off, we are going to plant up the rest of the dahlias in here. It's a job that I've sort of been meaning to do for a long time. So yeah, so a few at the back. You can see I've moved the statues so that from here, as you come, they're sort of there, sort of looking at you. I just feel like you can see them a lot more. So I need some pots for those conifers at the back, just because they look like they keep on drying out a little bit. So yeah, I'm thinking they need to go into some bigger pots, and we're just gonna plant up loads of plants in this section, and then we're going to get as much of the black spot off of the roses as we can. So obviously there is quite a bit of black spot this year because of how wet it's been. There's still some leaves down there. How bad's that? Yeah, so once we've done that, it means that I can sort of, yeah, this will be free, and I can start condensing down all this sort of rubbish here. This needs to go down the side of the house, and then this patio just needs to be jet washed. Unfortunately, obviously with the tree, it's an amazing tree, it has so much wildlife, but it does mean that the birds crap all over my my patio. So yeah, I have got a just like a little wireless a battery pack pressure washer, just to keep on top of it this year. So yeah, I need to give that, I might actually do a proper one though, because it is quite bad. I need to harvest the last of my potatoes as well, so I might do that today as well. So let's get cracking. I also need to remove those olive trees as well, and then I've also got a load of cosmos that I want to sort of plant up at the back here. So yeah, I just need to sort of have a think how I want it. Problem is I do get ground elder coming from next door, so I don't want to plant too close to the fence to allow that to sort of grow into those roots. So I'll probably go parallel with where the pot is at the minute. So I've just had a look at this, and obviously it looks dead, but it's still alive. There's 3 more which I'll check as well. I just thought I would show you. So if you've got something like this, I'll show you how to check whether it's still alive or not. And I don't know whether you'll be able to see it, but what you do is you just scratch there like that, and can you see, I don't know how well it will focus, but can you see that that's green? That means there's life in there. So if, say for instance, further up, if I scratch it there, even there it's got a bit of a green tinge to it, but sort of further up, if I do it there, say, you can see that that's not green. So if you do it down here and it's like that browny colour as well, then that means it's dead. But yeah, that there, it's green there. The first place I did it, where did I do it the first place? Oh yeah, I did it there and it's green. So I'm just going to give it even more of a little cut back to try and force a bit of growth off it. And then I'm going to check those other 2. So obviously that one there, so these are olive trees by the way. So this one here, I cut back and then it's grown. This one hasn't grown as well, so let's give that a little. So you can see that that's brown. So far it's looking like that's dead. yeah, so there's no green in that, so unfortunately this one is dead. Sorry that the camera's shaking so much, it's quite hard to scrape this and show you, but yeah, can you see that? That's brown, so there's no sort of life in that, unfortunately. So this one's dead. This one will get chopped. This one here, let's have a go. Brown. I reckon this one's got a bit of life in it. Yeah, can you see that? So that's green, so that means there's life in this. So I'm going to cut it back to sort of just above where there's green, cut as much of that brown, where it's brown, off as possible. So it looks like we're going to have at least 3 of these still alive, hopefully. See if they make a comeback. But yeah, that one's gone, unfortunately. So yeah, what I'm going to do is just give it, and I'm literally one-handing this, so you'll have to forgive. Really, I should go and get the stand, but yeah, I'm a little bit lazy, guys, so apologies. So that's quite woody there, so I'm going to go a little bit further there, like that. It just shows that little bit of green. There we go. Yes, beautiful. So hopefully that will encourage a bit of growth on it. We'll see. I'll report back in a few weeks, guys, and let you know how it's gone. So this one's a bit of a mad one. I just thought it was just sort of sitting there. I thought, oh, it's not growing for a while, like what's going off with this? So I just sort of pulled it and the tube has rotted. So to be fair, I think that bit of the tube is okay. So if, in theory, I reckon I could cut this off, and then it'd be okay. Sorry, I just moved the camera. I'm forgetting that I'm showing you. Yeah, this bit here feels okay, so maybe that would be able to survive. Don't know. I'll be honest, I got that much mess that I sort of, part of me is like, I can't be bothered to even sort of try. It's been that sort of year, hasn't it? It sort of tests your patience. Do I try it? Oh wow, guys, so we've got there, we've got those dailies in. I tell you what, it was kind of crazy. Sorry, I'm literally opening up the plant feed while talking to you, very rude of me, but yeah, it was kind of crazy because there was a lot more of those dahlia tubers sort of rotten in the sort of things. So some of the stuff I don't know how it's going to do, so I've just got to sort of hope for the best. I'm going to give it a really good feed, just to be sort of very transparent. I did a post for the Maximato on Instagram, but I already knew the guys at MV previously. Have I got mud on my face? I don't know. I already knew the guys at MV previously and already used their product, so yeah, I worked with them because obviously I know that they're great stuff, but yeah, just to be sort of totally open there. But I am basically going to give everything a good feed. You can turn your hand. I should really I have got like a thing to strap it to my chest or something, but I just always feel a little bit weird wearing it. Yeah, I'm going to give this a good feed as well because these are looking a little bit sad. Yeah, so there's going to be a few trips doing that. These two especially, I do not know whether they're going to survive because a lot of, oh, I'm tripping over somewhere. A lot of the tubers were rotten, so a few of them were still sort of okay at the bottom, so I put them in. Some of them, like the really small ones, I've planted these up as well. The really bad ones where they've only got a tiny bit of tuber, I've put in there, and I'm going to give those a really good feed as well, and just hopefully they grow, but we'll see. So yeah, that is how it's looking. I'm going to do some more feeding, and then I'm going to turn my attention to this here. I planted some cosmos there. I need to plant a few more. This just fell over, and then it was sort of like, right, I'm just going to let it flower and then we'll sort of deal with it. Check this here, I forgot about this. So this is an Italian chestnut tree. So that needs to come out at some point. It just seems such a shame to sort of, because normally when they're small I just rip them out and just chuck them in the compost, but it seems a real shame. So I think I'm going to try and dig that out properly and then get it planted, maybe in that pot there, and yeah, see if anyone wants it. The leaves are really cool though, so maybe I'll leave it one more year and then do it next year when it's just sort of waking up. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I will do that, because it does give it a little bit of sort of greenery there, doesn't it? So the gunner has not done very well this year, but I did put a compost bag underneath it when I planted it. So yeah guys, I'm going to crack on watering this and feeding it, and then see where I'm going then. So it's starting to rain, so officially summer is over. That's what the pessimist inside me is saying anyway. So I've got these coleus here, and these are going to be planted in here. Look at that flipping it. Pigeons abused that canna. But yeah, so these are going to get planted in here. I might put the Emma Bridgewater rose in there. I don't know, because obviously I don't know if I said I bought it for my other half's birthday, and I think she'll want a new fancy pot for it. But that pot would be perfect, and that space would be perfect. So maybe. And then I've got the Dahlia Starburst. Now guys, I don't know if you've seen this, like, oh, it's incredible. I saw it last year. It's like quite a new plant, and the inner bits look like it's in the shape of stars. Looks really cool. So I've got this cheap pot from when I visited Hayloft, and got some William Morris pots. So yeah, I'm gonna pot these up and then put those on the patio as well. I'll show you these William Morris pots. Look gorgeous. Bought them last year. Yeah, they look cool. So, and then I've still got all this stuff to get planted. These are the Cosmos chocolate, the pink chocolate ones. So yeah, they definitely need to be planted somewhere. Absolutely awesome plant. And then I want to plant the dianthus in the pots that cannas are in, and then all this needs to be sort of potted on. This is just to show you, like, I've kept on thinking, because obviously it's been so hot the last few days, I kept on thinking that this was sort of not getting enough water. So this one in particular, I kept on watering, and then when I sort of tipped it off, I realised it was overwatered. That's why it's died off. So but yeah, I've got more than enough to, there's like 12, I think there's 12 per thing of those. And what I like to do is, I'll show you, because obviously they're perennial, they'll come back every year, and what I like to do is plant them in the base of my cannas and roses. So you can see some there in that rose, you can see some there in that canna. I just think it looks really nice, because obviously if you don't have that, the sort of this area of the canna can look a little bit bare. So yes, I'll put them all in here, and those cannas there as well, just sort of fill any gaps. So yeah, looking good guys. So we've got the Dahlia Starburst in there with the dianthus underplanted. I've got some more dianthus in the greenhouse that I can underplant the rest of the cannas. So yeah, they're all underplanted now. Coleus are in, Dahlias are in, and other stuff in this section. So hopefully this starts to get a little bit bigger and sort of catch up. going to put the no slugs down around, so that's why I've left little bits in the gravel so I can put that lava light no slugs down. That's what I did with these first ones, and they've done really well. So yeah, I'm going to do that again. Planted a load of stuff in here. I'll be honest, I was firing from the hip. I just wanted the stuff out of the greenhouse and in the ground. So yeah, it's a little bit sort of higgledy-piggledy, and it's just going to be survival of the fittest. So I'm going to give that a water before I go in. Planted a load of stuff here as well. This section here looks so bad, and this sort of as well. I'm going to sooner rather than later actually. I was going to leave it till next year, but I'm going to get some sleepers and just raise that up. I'll probably just go all the way across to this. Those trees I planted, I just wanted some height in that area, so I planted them obviously far too close to the fence and far too close together, and just was like, right, I just want some height in this area for a brief amount of time, so I'll move them again further down the line if I need to. So yeah, I'm gonna probably break them up as well, and yeah, it's all looking good. So yeah guys, thank you so much for spending time with me in my garden. I know I've enjoyed myself, so I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And yeah, if you can like and subscribe, that'll be amazing. But more importantly, look after yourselves, and I'll catch you on the next one.